So the committee is, about a church committee that is meeting to figure out if they should close the church doors or not. And it's just sort of this part teaching, part narrative, walking the audience through like these questions that they can ask themselves in their own church.
Today's our 11th episode in the committee series of Chuck Knows Church, and this particular episode is Committees, Are We Making a Difference?
This episode's a little bit different from some of the other episodes that we've shot. The emotional strings are slightly different. We're normally known for a little bit of a lighthearted teaching tool, and this episode hits a serious note for some.
This episode that we're shooting today is actually a really great episode. We really get to see Chuck is starting to get a little fed up, and doubt is creeping in about the relevance of the committee. In Chuck Knows Church, Chuck is generally not wrong, unless it's on purpose that he's wrong for the bit. The difference that we wanted to draw between him in that and the committee is that the committee is the real person of the persona of the Chuck Knows Church.
What's different about the committee is there's nothing like it that we know about that exists in the church world.
The series may seem slightly familiar to you, and that is because we employ techniques that are used by various network shows such as The Office, Arrested Development, where the camera is always constantly moving. It brings the audience in as if we're actually there, witnessing kind of the committee take place. But at the same time gives that intimate feel that they're sitting around a table, and we've got a slightly voyeuristic approach to peeping in on this committee as they're working through some of their problems.
And the humor is part of the teaching element. Sometimes humor allows us to think differently about something that's difficult to talk about. So comedy makes it accessible.
So what makes the committee different from most other web shows is that it's really shot like a episodic, something you would see on television. We shoot with 3 cameras. We shoot the scene several times with those 3 cameras moving around in order to get the best angle.
With Chuck Knows Church, I'm not acting. It's just a talking head, sort of just straightforward teaching. And so anytime an actor gets to actually, act is better. So to do that, to have an ensemble to play with on that level is like, that's the big thing. Number 2, like I said, like we all have such a great time together. It's really fun. It's really fun to come to set.
I don't know if I've ever been on a set that I felt as comfortable and as at home on. A good actor is a confident actor, and a confident actor is a secure actor. And a lot of times in here you just sort of stumble into it naturally because the vibe between all the actors is really great.
In general, Chuck Knows Church and this particular cast of the committee is probably the most comfortable group of actors and cast and crew that I've ever worked with. This sounds corny, but we really are a family. We hang out together, we do Christmas parties together. This is a special group of people who really hold each other accountable for great work, as well as their friends.